A pandemic's a terrible thing to waste.
For a desperate POTUS impeached and disgraced, a pandemic's a terrible thing to waste. Hence, with markets bust and the virus let loose, Dumpty put COVID-19 to good use.
With the country in quarantine, fretful and nervous, he decided to hit the intelligence service. So late on a Friday, behind all our backs, he gave their Inspector General the axe.
This was Michael K. Atkinson, you may recall, who had taken bold action the preceding fall by reporting a whistleblower's secret complaint, portraying the POTUS as less than a saint.
Thus, driven by malice and base retribution, Dumpty subverted a key institution. He lowered the boom with the nation asleep, and because of the virus, we heard not a peep.
With another IG, he took the same line when the following week he evicted Glenn Fine in charge of emergency dollars and cents that Dumpty appointed himself to dispense.
When next he fell prey to his dissatisfaction, HHS was the setting for more covert action. Seized by a petty, misogynist whim, he ousted their acting IG, Christy Grimm.
Mitch Boehm, the ex-transportation IG, fourth target of POTUS's firing spree, got the X for refusing to bend or kowtow in unearthing the dirt on the pert Elaine Chao.
But worst was the fate of the IG from State, Steve Linick, served up with his head on a plate. With the pathogen panicking most of the nation, there was barely a word of his defenestration.
In sum, 5 inspectors were given the can as Dumpty pursued his nefarious plan. In the midst of a violent viral eruption, no one was left to inspect his corruption.
In building a modern American monarchy, Dumpty's best tool is pandemical anarchy. Look closely. You'll spot several instances more of Dumpty the King with his foot in the door.
Live daily briefings of rash volatility, consigning his rivals to invisibility.
Demagoguery polished to toxic perfection, inciting his backers to armed insurrection.
Bashing China for blatant political gain.
Reinforcing his anti-asylum campaign.
Upending science with lies in his throat.
Screwing the governors and skewing the vote.
As fatalities mount and hysteria rages, these stories get bumped to the very back pages. A scheme by which Dumpty can slyly obscure the shocking mistakes of a bumbling boor.
Thus, the crisis we thought was most apt to expose him may instead make it futile to ever depose him. He's rendered democracy weak and debased.
A pandemic's a terrible thing